welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. David sat literally right here.
She was filming now.
Picking films for tonight. We have a little game where I pick 5 DVDs, David picks 5 DVDs, then we have to shortlist each other's to 3 DVDs, then we have to go back to our own and pick one out of those left, and then we pick together what the final one is. Oh, it's all happening, it's all happening. This video has been filmed on a Saturday. I do apologise that this video wasn't up yesterday. I've been super duper busy. Today's video is the first in a series of top 5 responses. So I put out I recently reached 5,000 subscribers, and I popped a video out saying thank you so much for subscribing to me, and that we would be, I would be doing in celebration a top 5 list of many things that people suggested to me in honour of reaching 5,000 subscribers. I got so many good responses back to me, I thought I can't do this all in one video, so I split it into further in the 5 theme, 5 categories. Those categories are bookish, Harry Potter, with David, show and tell, everything else. Everything else is going to take quite a long time, isn't it? So today I'm going to be doing my top 5 Harry Potter things. I've got quite a lot of Harry Potter questions to ask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many 5s in this, so many 5s. Somebody asked me my top 5 spells and jinxes from Harry Potter. I've got them here. Alohomora. My dad and I use Alohomora when we speak to one another. My dad and I both work at the same hospital, and he is in charge of like opening and closing the electronic doors, and I ever need him to open an electronic door, I ring him and say, I need an Alohomora, and he does it, and I say, Alohomora, and the door opens. So that's something I do. Accio, or Accio, is just because I'm lazy, so I feel like I quite enjoy that. Just Accio. Accio, chips, please. Accio, drink, please.
Burgers.
Accio, burgers for David. Expecto Patronum, because I think the idea of protection is just lovely. I've been to the zoo today, and I was talking about what we think are patronuses or patroness. Sometimes I call them patroness, sometimes I call them patronuses. And we saw a cheetah, and we decided that would definitely be Stuart's one. This is just a little bit of life admin. I'm just filling it in. David got a wild rabbit on the Pottermore. You were very pleased with that. I got a piebald mare, which is just a normal horse. I don't agree with it. I don't think I would have it. Do you know what I think I'd have?
A dung beetle.
I think I'd have a piglet. Like just a bit erratic and just going wild. Or like a warthog or something.
I don't know if it'll be a warthog.
I wouldn't have a normal pig.
I'd
have like
Shetland pony.
a fast... I would like a Shetland pony. Yeah, I would like that. Lumos for light, I enjoy that, and Protego as well. So those are my 5 favourite spells and jinxes. My 5 favourite characters are Hermione, Dumbledore, Luna, Lavender Brown, who's very like understated, but I really like her, particularly in the films, and Crookshanks, obviously. My 5 favourite mythical creatures from Harry Potter are a unicorn, a pygmy puff, we see cute themes going along here, Niffler, super cute as well, Hippogriff, particularly Buckbeak, and a Thestral. And I never really was into Thestrals when I read the book, but we've been re-watching the Harry Potter films recently, and in the 5th one, the Thestrals are lovely in that, and I feel like that makes me love Luna even more.
Yeah, I like them.
David likes those too. What was this isn't even your video and you've hijacked it just because you're sat so close. What else do you like? Mythical creatures in Harry Potter.
I don't really know. I'm not really sure of the names, but I like all the ones you mentioned.
Cop out! My top 5 Hermione moments. So I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed picking these. So when she slaps Malfoy, that's one of my ones. Her and Ron when they kiss. Just been waiting for that. That might be coming up in the old quote section. When she wipes her mum and dad's memories is just... And also when she's already packed when they leave the Burrow, when they have to leave in Deathly Hallows and they leave during Bill and Fleur's wedding, and she's already packed and she's got everything sorted, and I just think that just shows how amazing she is. But I've also got 2 quotes of Hermione things that I liked happening. These are just to do with her being super sassy with Ron, and I think, God, I wish I was like this when I was younger about boys that I liked. Listen to this. Oh, I see, Hermione said, bristling. So basically, you're going to take the best-looking girl who'll have you, even if she's completely horrible. Yeah, that sounds about right, said Ron. Love her. And this one. Ron, what are you staring at? Nothing, said Ron, hastily looking away from the bar. But Harry knew he was trying to catch the eye of the curvy and attractive barmaid, Madame Rosmerta, for whom he had always nursed a soft spot. I expect nothing's in the back getting more fire whiskey, said Hermione waspishly. Go Hermione. And then my last bit are my favourite Harry Potter quotes. So I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So some of these are like moments that I really love. Some of these are quotes that really stayed with me. I've tried to avoid the Snape always quote. Well, I have avoided it just because I love that quote, but I thought I would try and find other ones. So this one is just about, it's just a moment in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix where I was just like, yeah, for Professor McGonagall. Is it true that you shouted at Professor Umbridge? Yes, said Harry. You called her a liar? Yes. You told her he who must be named is back? Yes. Professor McGonagall sat down at her desk, frowning at Harry. Then she said, have a biscuit, Potter. The next one is when it's Harry's birthday in the Half-Blood Prince and he's talking to Harry. 17, eh? Said Hagrid as he accepted a bucket-sized glass of wine from Fred. 6 days to the year since we met, Harry. Do you remember it? Vaguely, said Harry, grinning up at him. Didn't you smash down the front door, give Dudley a pig's tail and tell me I was a wizard? I forget the details, Hagrid chortled. This is a quote from Dumbledore from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And it's just lights my heart. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Which is lovely. David was mouthing along to that one then.
I like that one.
And then this one is where Hermione and Ron first kiss. And I just love it that it's done in like sort of heat of the moment. Death is impending and they just go for it. There was a clatter as the basilisk fangs cascaded out of Hermione's arms. Running at Ron, she flung them around his neck and kissed him full on the mouth. Ron flew... I can't talk, I'm so excited. Ron threw away the fangs and broomsticks he was holding and responded with such enthusiasm that he lifted Hermione off his feet. Is this the moment? Harry asked weakly. And when nothing happened except that Ron and Hermione gripped each other still more firmly and swayed on the spot, he raised his voice. Oi! There's a war going on! Ron and Hermione broke apart, their arms still around each other. I know, mate, said Ron, who looked at it as though he'd recently been hit on the back of the head with a bludger. So it's now or never, isn't it?
Oh.
And then lastly, and I don't know if I'm even going to be able to say this without crying.
Do you want me to read it?
No. Look at you, just perched there. This is in Dumbledore's speech after Cedric's died. Remember, if the time should come when you have to make a choice between what is right and what is easy, remember what happened to a boy who was good and kind and brave because he strayed across the path of Lord Voldemort. Remember Cedric Diggory.
Oh.
You're not as impressed with that one?
No, I was saying, and then it's nice.
Because David is a Hufflepuff, and he's a
I said, no,
fellow
I'm
Hufflepuff.
now the most strongest Hufflepuff after Cedric. Now.
David thinks that Cedric Diggory died, and that makes David the bravest Hufflepuff there ever was. Could be true. I do think you're quite a brave Hufflepuff. Yeah, so those are some of my top 5 Harry Potter questions that people had asked me. So thank you so much. As I said, we've still got 4 more of these to come. We've got the bookish ones. I've got a collection of ones that I'm going to be doing with David, even though David's just sat there on the seat there. A show and tell where I'm going to be showing some of the things that I like. For instance, my favourite mugs, and then everything else. So those will be coming. Thank you very much for being patient with me, and I do apologise that I didn't get a video up yesterday, but tomorrow we're back to normal service. My TBR will be on tomorrow, and I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video. Goodbye!